I slept with Mr. Peach. I slept with your husband. Hey beautiful, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hi, my name is Alexis Jayda and welcome to today's story time. I can't believe we're just a few days away from Valentine's Day. Crazy. I'm excited because today's story time we're going to be using the new ColourPop collection. Ooh. I'm so freaking excited, y'all. Like, I am stoked. Like, I got all the goodies. Thank you so much to ColourPop. I do have a code with them. It's Alexis if you guys want to use it. This is the new Moon palette. I recently got my nails done. I feel like it's been a minute. It's because I was picking my scalp to the point it was bleeding, and that is not good. I was getting my nails done, and my friend is really obsessed with Twilight, and I gotta rewatch it because I was cracking up, y'all. Where I was she's Team Edward and I'm Team Jacob, and I was just laughing the whole freaking time. I was like, I don't remember it being this like this. I don't know, it was cracking me up, but look how beautiful. So we're gonna get into it. So sit back, relax, let me know what you guys are doing, what you guys are eating, if you guys are working out, if you guys are working, if you guys are running errands, if you guys are driving. I would love to know where you guys are driving to. Let me know down below. Notification shout out goes to Stone13. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Te quiero mucho. Thank you so much. If you want to be part of the notification squad, all you have to do is just like the video, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and your comment can possibly be the next notification shout out. Boom. Chicka biki 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 bing. Bing chicka bing chicka biki biki bing. Alright, loves. So let's get into today's story time. I recently uploaded a little mini clip on TikTok and Instagram. When FAMBAM tell me their husbands or boyfriends do not like them watching my content, or they don't like me. Now, y'all, side note, let me just tell you a little story time. The reason for that video, it was so awkward for me. I'm at Walmart shopping, looking. I'm looking for the perfect pink. By the way, I found the perfect pink, and it is from LA Colors. It's romantic. Beautiful. I use the OPI. Anyways, okay, so anyways, I'm looking at the stuff. FAMBAM goes up to me. Oh my god, Alexis, I love your content so much. Oh my god, just being so nice. I'm freaking cheesing. I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Hugs. And I noticed that her dude is right next to her, and he's just like this, like that. I caught it from the jump. I was like, okay, he's a little funky, okay, whatever. So then she is like still talking to me, and then she goes, yeah, I love your content. He hates you. Just dead look at me, and I'm like, okay. And I make that face. She looks like she's offended because I make the face, which is like, what do you want me to do with that? Like, how are you going to tell? Like, I feel like nobody has any home training anymore, and everyone is so used to being like keyboard warriors that they don't understand how to turn it off when they go into the real world. You know what I mean? So she looks at me and I'm like, what? Because like I feel awkward, you feel awkward, but we're all gonna be awkward together. She starts to laugh and she's like, oh my god, like I just love you. Comes closer, hugs me again, and I'm like, are you good? Are you okay? Because to me it feels like I'm not saying anything bad when I'm doing my story times. I'm not like, leave your mans. I'm saying leave your mans if he is abusive, hurting you emotionally, mentally, all that. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm not just out here like, I hate men. I'm not. So sometimes when I get those kind of comments, I'm just like, it makes me kind of think a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I asked her, like, you good? And she just like, yes, and like still tries to like have like, you know, conversation with me, and he's just standing right there just like he looked like he had a problem with me. So I'm not gonna acknowledge him because I'm gonna act like you're not there. So I'm just still talking to her. She's like, oh my god, we should do some coffee sometime. I'm like, oh okay, yeah. Because I've had husbands come up to me and they're like, oh my god, my wife, my girlfriend, my fiance loves your channel, can you go over there and say hi to her? We love watching. Like, I have those type of like reactions, you know what I mean? But when I get a reaction where like, oh, he hates you, I'm just like, okay, like I don't know, probably because they hear me and they're like, dang, she's met some of my demon brothers, so she, you know what I mean? Awkward, weird. But anyways, I just want to let you guys know because a few of you were like, can you tell us a little bit more when you know, come back to doing a story time, give us more. Yes, so that's what it was. It was super awkward, super weird, and that's like not the first, not the second, not the third, not the fourth, not the fifth. It's been a few times where a fan member will approach me and they're like, yeah, he don't like you. He hates when I watch you. And like some of them will be like, what? No, some of them will feel stupid, but most of them are just like, and I'm just like, is you okay? Like, oh my God. Because it's just scary. I don't know. When they can't even fake it or mask or whatever, it's like, ooh, it's trouble. This is scary. You know what I mean? Oh, is you okay? Just kidding. But anyways, let's jump into the story time. I'm really, really, really excited to play with some makeup. All right, so as it's ringing, me and Munchkin are really like looking around like, this is so crazy. As soon as I hear Mr. Peach's voice, hello, I look at Munchkin and we are both like, a bolt like just hit us straight in the face. Like, duh, Mr. Peach has her phone. Why would we think? We weren't thinking. It was just like one of those things like you just forget, you know? So then he says, hello. I hang up immediately because I'm freaking scared. And I'm like, why is he in the other room? Who's in the other room? What is going on? Does he have her captive in the other room? I'm just thinking about all these crazy thoughts, right? So then after a couple of minutes pass, Mr. Peach comes, knocks on the door, we let him in. He tells us if we have found Sam, and he asks me, why am I calling her phone? I'm like, I thought she had her phone. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Like, he gets so mad. And Munchkin's like, Dad, we both forgot. Like, he's very, like, even he's like, damn, because he was just coming in hot. And so he's just pissed off. He's, no, this was supposed to be a relaxing time for me and I can't even relax. Like, he keeps repeating this to us like if we give a damn. And I don't. Like, I don't know what type of reaction he wanted from me, of like, oh my God, I'm so sorry you don't get to be a little puto and go off with your sancha. Like, I'm so sorry. Honestly, that's what it was literally giving. He's like in a really crappy, poopy mood. Me and the kids get ready and we go downstairs. We're going to have dinner. We're going to have dinner at this really, really nice spot. And it's so cool because at times these areas that he was taking me to, he really thought he was like, you know, doing something like, oh my God, I bet you've never been here before, huh? And it's like, my grandma used to work here and we would come here on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. Like, and he would get so mad because he really, really thought like, oh yeah, you would have never been able to eat this if it wasn't for me, or you would have never been able to be here if it wasn't for me. Like, I bet you never. And I really hated that type of attitude. I really hate when someone has that type of, oh, you wouldn't have had this because of me. Like, okay, maybe I wouldn't have been able to see it faster, but eventually I would have. Calm down. I really hate that. I even hate giving people sometimes kudos because I'm so traumatized of how people have like thrown it in my face, and like it never fails where I'm just like, who raised you, bitch? Like, why do you have to do that? That's so weird. That's so weird. So he was a little annoyed with me because I was like, no, I've been here before. No, yeah, I've seen this before because my grandma has worked in the casino, and not just one of the, you know, one of the casinos. She's worked at this one, she knows this person. She, you know, literally has been there for years. And unfortunately, she had to give it up because her husband got sick. My mom started going crazy, you know, but been there, done that. So he really was like annoyed that when he would do this, and it made me so mad because he would forget. Because it wasn't our first time going to Winterberg, it wasn't our second, you know what I mean? And it made me so mad because he would forget. And he would do the same line, same, and, you know, set himself up. You could tell he was like, you know, his chest out, pointing out like, oh yeah. And then I would have to like shut him down. And sometimes I'd be like, oh yeah, yep, never was here when they, you know, this is nice. But it made me so annoyed because it's just like, same dance, same song. Shut up already. Like, he was so annoying. So we're eating without Sam, and he just looks stressed out this whole time. Baltimore, on the other hand, could care less. Part of me was like, okay, she knows where she's at because she's just too chill. He's freaking out, trying to eat, keeps checking his phone every so often. He's like talking about, oh no, when you know, want to find out where she's at, or when she finally comes to the room, no, this is it, saying that he's going to just ship her away. And Baltimore is just like, don't let it ruin your night. That's why she does it, because she wants a reaction. And me and the kids are a little bit worried because we're just like, where the heck is she? Because this is not just like, oh, it's a little, you know, it is a little town, but it's scary because you never know what can happen. Like, dude, this isn't a place to like get lost at, you know what I mean? It's scary. But Baltimore is a little bit too chill, where part of me is like, she knows where she's at. And I kind of look at her to mess with her a few times, because they'll be talking about it and she's like, no, she's fine. So I'll look at her like, because I'm just a bitch. And I knew it irritated her, because the first time she didn't catch it, but the second time she did. And she looked at me a little bit hard and I couldn't help but laugh. She asks me what's funny and I'm like, nothing. No, dime. I'm like, nothing. Why did I do it? Because they were a-holes and I was just doing it right back. Is that toxic? Yes, but I couldn't help it, because anytime I could give it back to them, I would. And I love to see that bitch under stress when she felt like, oh, you see me? And it's like, I see you. I see you for what you is. I do. So we're still eating. Mr. Peach is telling us, like, make sure you guys eat because we're not going to eat again. You know, typical stuff. So we're grubbing, making sure we eat real good. As we're still eating, we see Sam. She comes in. All this area is like red and irritated, okay? She comes and she sits right next to us and she is just like happy. Mr. Peach tells her like, oh, are you not embarrassed? Like, what are you doing? Where have you been? And she's like, what are you talking about? You knew I was going to, you know, catch up with so-and-so. She says his name. It's really irrelevant. And he tells her, no, don't start playing those games. She's like, you knew. So she starts arguing with him. As they're arguing, our waitress comes up and says she was going to eat, to add her to the bill and stuff like that. Mr. Peach gets upset because, do you not see me talking to my daughter right now? Do you not see me talking to my daughter right now? And Baltimore has to, you know, say, oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, please add her. And Sam goes, who says I want to eat? Who says I want to eat? Who says I want to eat? Like, she is just being so annoying. Mr. Peach tells her, if you're not going to eat, then shut up and sit right here. She's like, I'm good right here, thanks. He's getting like infuriated. He's telling her, I didn't ask. If you're not going to eat, sit right here. She's like, I'm good right here, thanks. And she asks the waiter if she could have a Sprite. They tell her, yes, that is going to be, you know, this amount. If you're not going to eat, then we can just charge you for the drink. Mr. Peach is like, no, she's going to have water. And then Sam's like, okay, well, I'm leaving. Gets up. Mr. Peach gets pissed off, slams her down. And it's like the whole restaurant just got quiet. Super quiet. I feel like even the music stopped, where it was like, dang, that's annoying. He gets really mad, tells her to stop acting up. She wants to sit there and talk to him in this condescending tone. Are you okay? Just because I don't want to eat? Ooh. And he's just looking at her like it's a look of like disgust. It's a look of hate. He is so annoyed with her. Knock it off. Do you hear me? Are you okay? Like, I don't know what is up with her. I don't know why she's doing that. And we're all just looking at her, where even Baltimore is like just like what is wrong with her? So he tells her to knock it off, that he's not in the mood. Oh no. That is not what I wanted. That he is not in the mood for her stupideces. To stop. And she's like, oh, okay. Like that. Like, oh my god. He was so freaking mad. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know what I got in that brush. He was so freaking mad. He was like, oh no. You're not going to act like this. And it was so funny because that was his match. So as we're eating, she's like huffing and puffing that like, you're gonna get another plate. You need another plate. Like, just being so annoying, frustrating the kids, picking at their food. Like, she is being obnoxious. But the reason why she's acting up is because she wants to get yelled at, where he like gets frustrated and tells her like, go. And it's like so annoying that like he couldn't see it. Like he couldn't see it. And he kept asking her like, what's going on? And it's like, dude, she's acting up because she wants you to be like, bye. And he was so close to doing it. But like Voldemort had to tell him like, are you serious? Are you serious? Because he was getting so mad. Like she was being super annoying. Like the kids only had like, let's say they're eating oranges and they had one more left. She would just grab the plate and stack it. Okay, are you done yet? Like she was just being super obnoxious, where I was just like, dude, the ass whooping you're gonna get, I am scared for you. What are you doing? But she did not give a damn. She did not care. So I could see her little beady eyes looking at everyone finish eating. And I called it. I was like, she's going to all of a sudden get hungry. Why do you wait till last minute? Yada yada yada. She's gonna say, because I wasn't hungry then, but now I'm hungry. You don't want me to eat. They're gonna go back and forth. He's gonna be frustrated. She's gonna get her way. So sure enough, she's just watching and watching, and I'm just looking at her and I'm just like, what why do you do that? I hate when you do that. Like, and it, yeah, I hate it too when it's done to me. I hate it. I hate when something's going on and someone decides to like shake their head and it's like, what? But I don't know why I'm such a little dick. I like doing it back, you know, where I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, you remember this? I'm gonna put you in distress because it's annoying. It is so annoying. These are so cute. I want to see how I'm gonna use them. So she starts getting annoyed. What? And I'm like, nothing. I just know you. What the f is that supposed to mean? I'm like, I just know you, Sam. I just know you. And Mr. Peach is just looking at us because he finally gets a little break of her being annoying, because we're now starting to be catty with each other. Again, she's just looking and looking, and I'm just like, I hate you. I hate you. She starts going in on me. I'm like, okay. So she's still watching everybody. Everyone's getting full. Even the kids are starting to get a little bit fussy of like, when are we gonna go? She turns around, she looks to see, and she says, I'm getting hungry now. And I just laugh because I'm like, ooh, dude, like, I knew it. I freaking knew it. She looks at me and she's like, I hate you. I'm like, the feeling's mutual. The feeling is mutual. So he tells her, no. You didn't want to. No. Starts going in about, oh my God, you're so annoying. Why do you do this? No. Just doing that over and over. She's like, fine, I guess I'm not gonna eat. Fine, like, fine, that's fine. Starts getting annoyed. He starts huffing and puffing, and it literally is so annoying seeing them interact with each other because of how annoying she is and how annoying he is about like how he lets her get under his skin. Like, I just don't understand how he just lets her. I don't know how to even explain it, where it's like you have to just tell him to relax because he gets so annoyed. And it's like, dude, you're the adult, relax. They go back and forth for a good minute. I'm like, fine, I just won't eat. Fine. We have to sit there and watch her eat. She wastes so much food, fills up her plate, eats like 2-3 things, to the point where even the waiter comes and tells her, can you just grab a little bit, and if you don't like it or if you want more, you can get more. Mr. Peach gets pissed off because he's paying money. She can grab whatever the hell she wants. We're paying you. We're paying for her plate. It's a buffet. Maybe she doesn't like it. They explain, yeah, we understand that, but that she's just grabbing so much and only eating a few things, that maybe if she can just grab a couple here. They go back and forth to the point where they ask us to leave because he's getting so upset. And it irritates me so much because they're not even wrong, okay? I could see if it was a different situation, but it wasn't. Sam was purposely being annoying and being wasteful on purpose. So it irritated me a lot. It irritated me so much that even Mr. Peach made some comments of like, oh, Alexis, I didn't know you were back there cooking the food. I didn't know you were making it yourself. And it was just so annoying when you get dogpiled on. And it's like, she's wrong. Like, she's wrong. You're dogpiling on me and she's wrong. Like, it was so annoying. It made me so mad where I just wanted to put my hands on her because she irritated me so freaking much, but that's not the answer. It just irritated me just how she really thought she was right, and him too, where he was like, I didn't know you were back there making the food. Like, this is why this little bitch never understands what she does wrong, because he never corrects her ever. So she did a good job at focusing the attention on the waiter and not her being gone and missing for that chunk of time. So that was super freaking annoying, because it's like he was so focused on the waiter and complaining and wanted the night comped and he wanted his refund, all of that, and the attention now wasn't on Sam, even though it should have been, but it wasn't, because she flipped it, made it about poor her and how the attention was on her and how people were looking at her. Yeah, people were looking at you because you were being a douche. So we go back to the hotel room and Mr. Peach is telling Sam, like, oh, so where were you? She says that she was with this girl, and he tells her, like, okay, well, I'm gonna ask her mom. Go ahead, ask her mom. I told you, it's not my fault that you didn't remember. And she just keeps like telling him over and over and over. She asks if she can have her phone back, that if she had her phone it would have been so much easier for him to get a hold of her. He says yes, and that he just wants her to chill out in the room. And I am so annoyed about all of this, because I'm like, how the hell does she just get away with it? Like, how the hell is it okay? How the hell? And like the whole time I'm just like, oh my god, if that was me, I'd be in so much trouble. And I'm just spewing out like just venom, because I'm just so mad. Munchkin is trying to kind of like distract me and have me play with him and the kids, and I'm just like trying to be in the conversation because I just want to know what is going on. And I just couldn't help but get so annoyed how they were just acting like whatever. And it was just like, oh, it was like, you know, misunderstanding. He was just so focused on just shutting her up, so when him and Baltimore go off, he doesn't have to worry. Like, he's not focused on the parenting, he's just chilling. And that was like none of my business either, but I was so annoyed, you guys have no idea. Where I was like, this isn't fair, like, stupid. Where like, it had nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. So she gets her phone back. She sees that I had called her, and she asks me why. And I tell her like, oh, me and Munchkin were worried about you, so we were trying to find you. And she's like, lesbian? I said, yup, ask your sister. When I say that, Baltimore goes, hey, because I was trying to be petty, and I know it pissed off Sam a lot. She goes to the restroom, she comes out, and she's wearing my bathing suit. I am so freaking annoyed. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, look what my dad got me. I was like, your dad didn't get you that. What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, he did. He said, this is for you. I was like, no, he didn't. I was right here, you liar. No, he didn't. She's like, yeah, he did. Like, trying to make it seem like I'm freaking crazy. And it was setting me off, y'all. I was like, take it off. And she's like, take it off me, lesbian. No, take it off. Munchkin starts to like pull on her, and he's like, take it off, take it off. She whacks him, he starts crying. So then I pinch her super hard. I pinch her right here. You ever been pinched right there? You just start like immediately jumping up and down. So that's what she starts doing. Oh, you, and I'm like, take it off. Mr. Peach comes in the room, and he's like, what's going on? Because he had went outside to make a phone call because he was going to do something. And he's like, what's going on? That she hit Munchkin. And he's like, why did you hit him? Starts getting all mad. She says, he just started attacking me because I put on the swimsuit you got me. He's like, I didn't get you a swimsuit. She's like, yeah, you did. Like, super psycho. He starts getting mad at her, telling her to stop being stupid, that no, he didn't, and not to be hitting Munchkin, to take it off, that he doesn't know whose it is. And I'm like, it's mine. And he's like, take it off now, he keeps telling her. And she's like, you gave it to me. Like, playing it. And I'm just like, oh my god, dude, like, what is wrong with you? Like, you are psycho. So she tells him that she's not going to take it off, that she wants to go swimming with her friends. And he's like, no, you're not going to. That was something that we did earlier. You missed out on that. She's like, it's because I was with my friend. Like, you know, I was with my friend. And he's like, okay, well, oh well, because you wanted to be with your friend. Now you don't get to swim. Go and change now. And she's like, no, like I told my friend. Like, she's literally on the, and I'm like, what the is going on? Like, why is she being so dumb? So I tell her, I'm like, take off my swimming suit now. That pisses off Mr. Peach, and he's like, get the guy, yes, to me, like, to shut up, like, just to shut up. And I'm like, it's mine. And he tells me, no, it's not. It's not yours. That, like, so when I was going to me, but that is not mine. That it's not mine. To not say that, because it's not true. It's not yours. And I'm just like looking at him like, dude, just hit me already, because you sound so stupid. I don't know why I always thought like that was like, oh yeah, that's like something cool. Like, yeah, just have them hit you already. Because I'm just like, let's just get it over with. Let's just get it over with. Because the way he would freaking talk to me, you could just tell it was like, he wanted to whip my ass. So she's still sitting there, and he's telling her, what are you doing? Go change right now. She's like, no. Like, oh y'all, like, it was setting us both off because she's psycho. Where it's like, dude, go change. Go change. She's like, I told my friend I'm going to meet her. Like, if we were just like popping off for like no reason, like the way she was like looking at us is like, are you guys okay? Like, literally, like if we were crazy. Like, it was insane, where I really wanted to like ask her, like, is he good? Because the way she was like, oh my god, I don't know how to explain it. She was crazy. So he starts to pull on her, like, to go change it, and she's like, stop, I don't know why you want to see my chest, stop. He tells her to not say anything stupid like that ever again, and like whacks her in the back of her head. And I don't know if that's what helped screw the loose screws but she goes to change. Okay, he hit her so freaking hard, like her hair was like, and she went and changed, where I was like, damn, okay, maybe we should have done that earlier, because it took her way too long. Do you not get the concept? To like get it, where I was like, damn, bitch. Like, she aggravated Munchkin. Like, what are you doing? She comes out, she's changed, and I'm like, where is it? She's like, where's what? And I was like, my swimsuit. And she's like, I wasn't wearing a swimsuit. Mr. Peach looks at her, and he's like, what? Like, what is wrong with her? Like, what is wrong with her? Like, why is she like this? Like, what is this new personality? That, like, is she trying to make everyone feel crazy? That, like, what is wrong with her? And she's like, what are you guys talking about? And you guys, I would believe her if she wouldn't have smirked. But this bitch smirked. Okay? Like, it was just like a little bit. Like, a little bit. And I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, she knows. She playing the game. She is playing the game. Like, it was so annoying, and it was setting him off, and it was setting him off, and he was getting, and she was like, I was thinking like, oh, she's trying to get the reaction, and he's going to whoop her, and then she'll be able to be like, oh, he hit me, blah blah blah. I felt like that's what it was. Like, she wanted to get him to a 10 so that she could be like, oh, poor me, poor me. I think that's what it was, because like I was so confused, where I was like, what the f going on? So I go into the restroom because I'm like, okay, like, where is it? She put my bikini in the toilet, and I was like, okay. So I'm gonna wait on it. Mr. Peach gives us a whole speech that him and Voldemort are gonna go downstairs, that he does not want to hear any complaining. He does not want to be bothered. It sounds like that's not even your wife. He looks at Sam. Get the guy, yes. Like, just to shut up. It's just, are you embarrassed? Like, she's just trying, but he's not letting her have it this time. He tells her, I don't want to hear anything. You can't go anywhere. You can't go anywhere. Why do you say that? Like, for real, I was like, okay. So it gives us a whole speech. No one can go anywhere. No one can do anything. Don't push it. Okay, fine. So he leaves. He slams the door. Ugly, super ugly, where I was like, that was not unnecessary. He was livid, y'all, livid. So when he leaves, I go back into the restroom and I call Sam. I'm like, Sam, get in here. Sam comes in there. I fling the bikini at her. Yeah, my hands was soaked from toilet water. Threw it right at her. She's pissed. You're so disgusting. I can't believe you did that. It's not even yours. Why do you care? And I'm like, it is mine. What are you talking about? What is wrong with you? It was given to me. Even if it wasn't mine, you don't act like that. So we're just like yelling at each other. She's literally so pissed off and keeps telling me like, you're crazy. It's not even yours. And she keeps repeating it, where like even midway I was like, oh my God, am I just like tripping out? Is it really not that deep? But then I was like, no, F that hoe. Because anytime something is mine or whatever, she has no respect. Like, she does not care. She's always just like, oh, whatever, like if it's not a big deal. And I'm so tired of it. Like, it literally irks my soul how she could care less when it comes to my stuff. And I couldn't even imagine doing it to her, because it's like there's no reason for me to even do that. And I feel like she always gets away and does not have consequence before, you know, besides when she got her ass beat. But she does not care. Does not care. You guys, this foundation looks beautiful. This is the Maybelline one. I'm currently doing a review on it right now, but application right off the jump, beautiful. That looks good. That looks really good. I don't know if I have it out before the story time or if it is before or after, but check it out, y'all. But anyways, yeah, like the audacity of her. So she literally walks up to me and goes, oh, like that. And I'm like, do it, Sam. Because it was so weird where I was like she really wanted to, but I think she was having flashbacks of her getting her putazo. So she probably was like, I don't want that. So she just screams really loud and she's like, I hate you. I hate you all. I hate you. I hate you. And I'm like, okay, because I could care less. Like, I really could. Like, I was just like, well, why did you do that to my bikini? Like, the hell? What did it ever do to you? So she slams the door to the restroom. We're both in there, by the way. And she just starts kicking it super hard with her back leg, just like boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. I'm like, okay, is she having like an episode? Like, what is going on? Because I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, my mom would just snap like that, and it's like, okay, she is, you know, having her manic episode. So like, you know, some of us would be like, back up, and some of us would be like, I don't care, and like fight with her, you know. So she starts kicking it, and I'm like trying to go by her because I'm like, dude, like, you got me so messed up. Like, I'm not gonna be in here while you're throwing a whole freaking bitch fit. So I'm like trying to get by her, and she just continues to just kick and kick and kick. So imagine someone trying to open the door while you're kicking and kicking and kicking. Like, it was literally insane, where I was like, girl, I don't got time for this. Like, oh my gosh. So I just scream at her to stop, and she's like, you want me to leave? I'm like, okay, Sam, if that's what you hear when I say to stop, then I guess I don't know what you want me to do with that. Then do what you gotta do. But she was just wanting to fight. She kept coming up to me and going, ah, like that. And I was like, knock it off before I beat your ass. Knock it off. Do it then. And I was like, swing. No, you do it for, I'm like, no, swing, because I'm not going to, like, it's different when we're fighting by ourselves, but like, I'm not going to swing in front of the kids and then her be like, she hit me first. Like, no, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that's their sister, whether they love me or not. I'm pretty sure they don't want to see her get her ass beat, you know what I'm saying? So as she's going crazy, one of the babies goes up to her to like chill her out, thinking like, okay, maybe I can calm her down. Before I could grab the baby, she goes hard. Now that pisses me off, and that's like, okay, it's on. I whack her right back. She starts to cry and just says like, she just doesn't want to be here no more. Why doesn't anyone understand her? And so I just call her out on her bullshit, and I'm like, you're just acting up because you want a reason to leave. You do not have it hard. Knock it off. And I have to like keep talking to her like that. The baby's crying, so I'm not consoling the baby, and she goes, no one cares about me. All they care about is these stupid kids. And I'm like, yes, you idiot. Yes. Are you dumb? Who raised you? You see you next Tuesday. Like, I was so freaking livid. I call Mr. Peach. I let him know what happened. He's telling me like, what? That like to try to talk to her. And I'm like, no, That's your job. I'm not doing that. So he gets really mad at me. She ends up storming out. She leaves. Now I opened the door because I want to see like what direction she goes. She already had some little boy waiting. Instantly goes up to him and hugs him. It's all an act with her. It's all an act. She needs freaking help. Like, she's literally like, you know, like something's going on. So Mr. Peach is yelling at me like, why didn't I go out and chase her? Because I called him again. I'm like, dude, she's good. Like, she's just tripping, blah 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 blah. He's like, oh my god, what's the point of leaving you in charge? I said, you leaving me in charge of the children. She's a teenager. Like, that is not my job. Like, I don't know what you're doing, what you and Voltaire. Yeah, to like relax, like to relax, because now I'm getting disrespectful. But in reality, no, I wasn't. He just didn't like being called out for what it was. So the babies are crying. It takes me a good minute to calm them down after a good long bath. Literally just tired them out by being in the bathtub. So here, put them to bed. All right, awesome. I text Sam a novel because she pisses me off so freaking bad. Call her every name in the book that I can't stand her, and that I hope her dad beats her ass. And that's what I told her. I hope he does. I can't believe you would just hit the baby like that. Like, what's wrong with you? She replies back, and what are you gonna do when I see you, Ricky? Just kidding. So I just left it. I was like, all right, dude, like, I don't even know. I'm fighting with someone who does not care about their life, okay? Literally goes nowhere. So as I'm watching the TV, getting really zoned out, just watching the show, I get a phone call, and it is from Mrs. Peach. Pick it up, and she's like, oh my god, finally someone answers. Where are you guys? I've been knocking and knocking and knocking. And I'm like, I didn't hear anyone knocking. She's like, you're home? I'm like, no, we're not home. What are you talking about? She said, what are you talking about? I'm like, kind of like, what? Like, what do you mean? Because honestly, I thought she knew. I don't know how she didn't know, or maybe it was just conversation they had, and she was just like, we were just talking, but it was not like a yeah. And so I tell her, like, we're in Wendover. And she says, you kidnapped my kids? And I'm like, what? No. Who are you with? And I tell her, everyone who's with us. And I get to Baltimore. I'm like, yes, I thought you knew. And she says, como chingas, like, how the hell would I know? And I'm like, I don't know, because girl, like, how am I supposed to know? That's your job. So then she starts getting upset with me, saying that, like, what the is he thinking? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why you guys ask me these questions. She starts popping off on me that it's not a literal question, that she's just saying. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't like when you guys do that, because like, it stresses me out. So she starts getting upset, saying like, when are we gonna come back? That I can't just kidnap the kids. I'm like, I didn't kidnap them. She's like, you know what I'm talking about. So she's like super pissed off, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. She hangs up on me. I text Mr. Peach, giving them a heads up. He replies back saying that, like, why did I even answer her? And I'm like, I didn't know I was not supposed to. Like, what the is wrong with y'all? Look at this. These look so cool. So he tells me that if she calls back not to answer, that she's crazy, that he told her. And I'm like, okay, Sam. He gets mad, saying that, like, don't be saying that. But like, it was funny. I was laughing. Like, I literally was kicking my feet, because like, that was hilarious. He tells me not to answer her. I'm going to answer her. I don't want her freaking out about her babies, or her thinking that like we literally are somewhere out, or you know, I don't want to give her that feeling, because like, can you imagine? Every time she called, I answered. She wanted an update, and I would give them to her. She was like, are they okay? And I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Sam hit Munchkin and she hit the other baby. Like, I don't know what's her deal. And she was like, oh no, I would like, oh my, she was so mad. She's like, what did you do, Alexis? And like, I told her, like, I hit her back. She's okay, good. That not to be letting the kids get, you know, tossed. I'm like, did you not hear me? I literally said I handled it. So she's like pissed off, like, how could he do this? How could he do this? And I'm like, I don't know, I thought you guys were done. And she has to remind me that she's not, you know, really asking me. She's talking out loud. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, can you stop doing that? Because this is confusing as, you know. So she asks me when we're gonna be back, and I tell her, like, I think we're staying another night, so not until, you know, blah 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 blah. She tells me that's not gonna work. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. She's like, no, like, it needs to be sooner, Alexis. And I was like, well, okay, well, I'm not the driver. I know that. What's like, damn, if you know that, then why do you do that? then why do you say it the way you do? Like, it stresses me out, like, super bad. You have no idea. And it's like, oh my god, it shouldn't, because it's really not that deep. It do. It really do. After a while, she stops checking in, probably because she like knocked out, or she probably was like, okay, I showed enough that I cared or was concerned. Just kidding. So I'm just literally just chilling there, watching the babies, having a good time. I was like, hey, whatever. Don't gotta really do much. It's fine. We hear a knock at the door. I look at the peephole, and it is Baltimore. Mr. Peach is holding up Baltimore, and she just looks really bad. So I open the door. He's mad because I didn't open the door soon enough. People could see them in the hallway, giving me a whole speech like I gave a damn. And in reality, I don't give a. Brings her in, tells me to wash her up, and I'm like, okay. So I hold on to her. We're in the restroom. She's like spitting. She's not even throwing up. So she's spitting all over her, and it's disgusting. I hate when that happens. I've seen it happen to a few people where they literally just keep spitting. Like they're not throwing up or nothing. They're just like spitting. So I turn on the water, and I literally grab a cup of water and just. So I have it right here. I'm just like this, like. And her whole face is just getting wet. Mr. Peach comes in, and he was like, oh my god, Brigitte, that is, why are you so stupid? And I'm like, what? Like, I'm literally cleaning her face. He's like, oh, that's how you clean someone's face? And I was like, yes. And then I'm gonna go in with the towel, and then I'm gonna wash her face. Like, what do you mean? Like, I only have one good arm right now. It's my good hand. And so I just keep going like that. He's just like, oh my god. He leaves. Surprising, I know. 2 lipsticks. The red, I feel like, is really taking the look over, just like a, you know what I mean? So I have the babies on one bed, and the other one was where I was sleeping. So I put her there. She literally throws up all over the bed, all over the pillows, everywhere. I'm blowing up Mr. Peach because I'm like, I do not want to take care of her. Like, I don't want to take care of her. She's so annoying when she's drunk, extremely touchy. And he tells me that he didn't tell me to take care of her. I'm like, yes, you did. You literally did. Tells me that I don't have to if I don't want to. That just to leave her, that she's grown. I don't need to watch her. I'm like, okay, say less, hang up. And I don't, because she's super duper annoying. Like, she might be drunk, but she's not stupid. She kept being extra touchy. So she's being super duper annoying. I end up texting Sam because we're very toxic with each other. I text her, ask her where she's at. She's gonna be coming back to the room because it's getting late. She tells me not to worry about her, that she's not worried about me, to not worry about her. And I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. So I just continue to just sit down, and I was gonna sleep on the bed with the babies, but there's no room. Okay, so I just sat in between the beds. There's one bed here, and then there's that right there. So I put some blankets here, and I put some pillows here, and I'm just like in the middle, just watching, and you know, just getting in the shows, whatever. Mr. Peach comes in, and he's like, Alexis, like super mad, and my phone starts going off, and I'm like, hello. And I, you know, pick my head up. He thought I wasn't there, but it's because I was smashed in the middle. And he was like, oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay. So then he opens up the, because like the rooms open up, so our room is conjoined with the other room. So he opens up that room. He tells me I can sleep on the bed over there. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. I'm not thinking of anything of it. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's gonna sleep next to Baltimore, or even if he sleeps on the other bed, okay, cool, groovy, love that, because I don't want to sleep on the floor. And he's opening up the room, so I'm like, okay, cool. When the kids get up, they can see me, I can see them, they see me, I see them. You know what I mean? So then I just go lay down. I wake up to him like tapping me. I hate being waken up. I hate it. I feel like, I don't know if it's because like I'm super duper sensitive when I'm sleeping, or like what the hell. I don't know what it is, but I just wake up to him like tapping me. And I'm like looking at him. I'm like, yes. Oh, you're sleeping? I'm like, yes. He asks me if I know where Sam's at. I'm like, no, I did try to call her earlier. She told me not to worry about her, so I'm not gonna worry about her. Okay. I'm like, So I hear him get on the other bed. He's sitting on the other bed, and I can hear him going, I don't give up. I don't care. So he's huffing and puffing, which is so annoying to me, you guys. I hate to hear someone that I don't like huff and puff, because I'm just like, okay, choo choo, shut up, you know. So I keep trying to go back to bed. My head's on the pillow, and I feel like something sliding, and I'm like, oh. So I wake up, he's like, oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get another pillow. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So I get up because I'm gonna go to the restroom, and he's like, oh, why don't you want to use this restroom? I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about it. I'm just gonna use the one over there because I'm gonna check on the kids, make sure they're breathing. Why wouldn't they be breathing? I'm like, I don't know, I just gotta check on them. Till this day, I still check on the baby's breathing. Okay, so I'm going to the restroom, and I text Sam like, girl, where are you? She's not responding. It's super late now, so I'm like, oh my god. Look over, and Baltimore is still like just super drunk, throw up everywhere, chunks, everything. It smells absolutely disgusting. So I grabbed some of the towels, and I just like literally covered the throw up because I'm like, hopefully that just like blocks some of the smell, because it is honestly disgusting. So then I go back to go lay down, and Mr. Peach is not there. So I'm like, okay, maybe he left and I didn't hear him. Cool. So I instantly go back to sleep because I'm just like, hell yeah, like, oh, I'm gonna sleep good. So the next day I wake up, Baltimore is like zombie, and she's like, why are you in here? And I'm like, oh, because you threw up all over on my bed. I don't care, why are you in here? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you in here? She just keeps repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. Now the side next to me looks like someone was like sleeping in there, and I'm like, ain't no way. My heart drops, and I look over, and Mr. Peach is on the other bed, sound asleep. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, who was laying? Okay, whatever. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's pissed. She starts talking really loud to the point like Mr. Peach jumps up, and he's like, oh my god, ¿qué traes? Like, everything okay? And she was like, were you sleeping with her? Were you sleeping with her? And he's like, ¿qué? ¿Qué hablas? Like, what are you talking about? She's like, did you guys sleep together? Like, and I'm just like, are you drunk? Like, are you drunk? Are you okay? And she's like, no, don't play these stupid games with me. I know little girls like you. And I'm like, yeah, little girls, why would I sleep with him? So we're literally arguing. I don't like when anyone hovers over me because I feel like they have an ultimate like advantage right there. So I start to like scoot towards the side. She's like, no, where are you going? Where are you going? And she's like yelling at him. She's like, no tienes vergüenza. Like, you're not embarrassed. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, my daughter. And she's like, no, that's why you wanted to get me so drunk so you can come up here and do your stupideces. Like, it was crazy, y'all. And I was like, Baltimore, nothing happened. So I'm like scooting my way like nothing happened, because I don't know if this bitch is going to like charge at me. I don't know like what she's going to do. So I'm like looking at him, and I'm like, you know, like trying to piece everything together, like who was laying next to me, like what the okay, he gets out of the bed, he's in his boxers, he's, you know, like what would you call that? He's uppity up. And she's like, oh my god, I knew it, pointing at it. And I'm like trying not to like even look, you know, that way. And she's like going off, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go with the kids. And she's like, oh my god, I knew we shouldn't have brought you. Aren't you embarrassed? Is this why you wanted the rooms to be together? And he's like telling her to relax. And she's like, no me toques. She's just saying like the dumbest things ever. And I'm just like, okay. So I finally get free. I close the conjoining room because I'm like, like I put the thing on. I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm like looking at the kids. Munchkin is crying, and he's like, what's going on? Like, why does it smell so bad? And I'm like, I have no idea. And then it all just like boom. I'm like, where's Sam? Because like everything's going on, and I'm like, she didn't come back to the room. Where's Sam? So I don't know why, but I got so panicked, you guys. I was like, something happened. So I'm trying to call her, go straight to voicemail. I'm leaving voicemail after voicemail to the point where it gets so full that I can't get through to Sam. And I'm like, oh my god. Baltimore is like pounding on the door to like open the door. Like, I knew it. Like pounding on the door. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, I didn't sleep with him. What is wrong with you? One of the babies is like, you like my daddy? And I'm like, no, I don't like your daddy. What are you talking about? So I started getting a little bit upset with the baby because I'm like, well, the audacity, why would you ask me that? So much is going on, you guys. I literally feel like I'm in a fever dream where I'm like, this ain't real. I don't even look down as I'm walking to the restroom because I'm like, I need to like splash my face with some water or something like that. I step and vomit, and I'm like, ain't no way that this grown ass woman is just walking around puking everywhere and like doesn't even clean it. So I'm like, oh my god, this is disgusting. So my foot is like full of vomit. I take another step, boom. I'm like disgusting, you guys. So I'm like, oh my god. So I grab the towels, I'm like pushing it all to the side because I'm like, this is disgusting. Like, it's so chunky. This is so gross. Like, I keep thinking about, like, what did she eat at the buffet? Like, what did she eat? So I'm like so pissed off because I'm like, I can't believe this is happening right now. So I'm like pushing it to the side because in between my toes is spaghetti, and I'm not gonna even describe it. I jump in the shower and I'm just like washing because I'm like, oh my god, that's so gross, and I'm like gagging and I'm like trying not to throw up, and I'm like, this is so gross, this is so gross, this is so gross. The restroom now, the doors ring, boom, 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 boom. You're washing away the evidence, you're washing away the evidence. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Because I'm just like, dude, what is wrong with you? I wasn't drinking. I don't understand what's going on. Maybe I shouldn't have slept in the room. That was my bad. But like, holy, it was like crazy. So I change, put my clothes back on. I'm still soaking wet because I'm like, I don't even want to be in a towel because of what if she beats my ass and a titty pops out, something, right? Like, it is honestly insane. So she's like, you know, banging on the door. I open the door midway, she's about to hit me in the face, and I'm like, don't touch me, don't touch me. Like, I start freaking out. I tell Mr. Peach I'm gonna call the cops. He's like, no, relax, relax. He's still in his boxers, he's still uppity up, and I'm like, this guy's a freak. Like, how can you be uppity up when this is going on? Like, you're insane. So she's telling me like, why did you take a shower, huh? Why did you take a shower, huh? She reeks, you guys, of freaking vodka. I was like, oh my god, like, you are crazy. She just looked, you know how like a bear when their eyes just go black, like she just looked like that. And I have to keep telling her like, I didn't sleep with them, I didn't sleep with them, I didn't sleep with them, I didn't sleep with them. I just keep iterating, I just keep saying it over and over and over and over and over. She's like, yes you did, yes you did. I'm trying to walk by her, she grabs a chunk of my hair. She's like, Vienna, and so as she grabs it, I just go like that because I'm like, ain't no way. Mr. Peach finally jumps in. I don't know if I hit her, I don't know if I hit the wall, like I don't know what I hit. I just went like that, and that it like literally like it went to here and went all the way to my elbow. Like I hit my, it felt like I hit my funny bone, but I didn't want to show like I was, you know, gonna cry. So I went like that, and so like I hit her, and I was like, and if I did sleep with them, then that's like, I did not do that. And she's like, yes you did, yes you did. And so now he has her pressed up against the wall, and he's like fighting with her, but he's like talking to her sideways because she smells like, just like, she just reeks. And she's like, then tell me why you showered. I'm like, because you're a fucking pig, and I stepped in your throat because you're a fucking pig, pinche sucia, pinche cochina marrana. Like, I'm just going off on her, and the kids are just crying. So I'm like, oh my god, look what you did. So I'm like grabbing the kids, and we're gonna go to the other room, and she's like, no, like she's gonna probably go, you know, like clean up, whatever. He's like, there's nothing to clean up, you need to relax, you need to relax. And she's just screaming, and I'm like, oh my god, like what's going on? So like I'm telling him like, I'm calling the cops right now, I'm calling the cops right now, and he's telling me like not to do anything. They're like, nothing happened. They're like, oh my god, what is going on with you? And she's like, why are you in your boxers? He's like, I always have been in my boxers, what are you talking about? So he's like just screaming at her. It is a whole thing. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta call Sam. I'm calling Sam again, nothing. Is going straight to voicemail, and I'm like, oh my god, and I can't even leave a voicemail because it's full. So I'm like freaking out because I'm like, what, like what's going on? Like, what happened? Like, this is so crazy, I can't believe this is going on. Munchkin is crying. He's saying that he wants his mommy, and he's just crying. I swear he said the magic words. As soon as he says like, I want my mommy, we hear a open the door, and it's Mrs. Peach. Okay, it's Mrs. Peach. So I am like relieved and like scared at the same time, because I was like, what if she thinks I slept with him? So she opens the door, and immediately I just start like vomiting. I slept with Mr. Peach. So that's all she hears is like, I slept with Mr. Peach, because like, you know, I rambled. I slept with your husband. And she's like, what? And I'm gonna end it there, you guys. I love you guys so much. Besos a todos. I'll see you guys in my next story time. Hope you guys enjoyed the makeup look. Look how pretty. And do you guys think I should dye my hair? I think I'm itching to re-dye my hair a different color. I really am. The hubby wants it to stay, but I'm like, I feel like I've had it too long. He's like, you literally have only had it a month, but I feel like it's too long. But anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Let's begin.